Truman Lake Fishing Intel.com presents your latest Truman Lake Fishing Intel Expert Roundtable. Truman Lake Fishing Intel.com is your premier resource for up-to-date expert fishing reports and videos to help you find the fish faster and become a better Truman angler. Multi-species coverage includes crappie, catfish, bass, hybrids, and more. View this month's full episode roundtable exclusively at TrumanLakeFishingIntel.com. This month's roundtable is brought to you by Anglers Port Marine. Whether you're a first-time boat owner or a seasoned professional, Anglers Port Marine has an option for you. Conveniently located between Clinton and Warsaw on 7 Highway, stop on in to view top industry boat brands including Phoenix, Lowe, and Camus boats. With their award-winning sales and service, Anglers Port Marine has you covered. Call 660-438-4600 or learn more at anglersportmarine.com. Just another nightly rental. Owned by David and Gina Townsend, this lake area property located at 32640 Highway 43 in Warsaw is perfect for your next lake getaway. Sleeping up to 8, this home is located conveniently within a short drive to boat ramps on both Truman and Lake of the Ozarks. Weekly discounted rates are available and a welcome meal is provided if booked more than one night. Call now to book your stay, 660-287-7615. Total Auto Repair, your go-to vehicle repair service in Clinton, Missouri. Located right across from City Hall, Total Auto Repair features a combined 62 years of auto repair experience. Master technicians for Ford, Chevy, and Toyota, and they have all ASE master certifications. Specialties include brakes, suspension, HVAC, electrical, drivetrain, and drivability. And a special discount is available for Truman Lake Fishing Intel members when you show them your premium account at the counter. Call 660-383-1136 to schedule your top-of-the-line vehicle service today. And now, let's start the show. Hey everybody, we are back again for another edition of the Truman Lake Fishing Intel Expert Roundtable. It is November 2023, and man, we are sitting with upper 70 degrees here in the first week of November. We don't know what's going on with that, but I'll tell you what, there's a lot of fun outdoorsy stuff going on this time of year. Duck season just kicked off this past weekend. Bow season for deer's in full swing. We got rifle season coming up in a few days, and the fish, they are a-biting. So really looking forward to talking bass fishing, cat fishing, hybrids, crappie. I got all the good updates for you. I want to say thank you before we get started to our sponsors that help make these possible. Anglers Port Marine, Total Auto Repair, Just Another Nightly Rental, all great companies. When I Seafood here in Clinton, they are still open Fridays and through Mondays. As far as I know, I haven't heard if they're shutting down for the winter yet.
I think still rolling for
so
now.
I'm pretty sure they're still rolling, so be sure to check them out. I want to thank these guys for coming out tonight. Hunter Bowling on my far right, Darren Langford to my right, Richard Bowling, and Jeff Falkenberry. We got a lot of great stuff to talk to you about tonight. I do kind of want to give a little bit of an announcement because we're going to try to pull off a guide dinner early in December. My wife and I are expecting our first little one December 12th. So
triplets?
Thank God, no. But I did want everybody to know because depending on timing and how it works out, we may or it might not happen or it might be delayed, but we're going to still try to get it off. So if you guys are wondering, if you don't see one next month, just know that we got some stuff going on that we gotta take care of. So
you just set the camera up and we'll take care of it.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, film the delivery.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm not sure.
I'm in the podcast.
Yeah. Not sure the old Mrs. Mahoney would appreciate that one, but she's getting everything rocking and rolling, so we're excited. But I'm excited to get into chatting with these guys about some fishing and some hunting, and I want to start off with old Mr. Darren Langford here to my right.
I get a start?
You get to start tonight, Darren.
Langford's going to get up late.
And I want to start with Darren because he had quite a week this past week. Yeah. Capped it off with a big-time victory in the Average Joe's Championship on Truman Lake with 28 pounds and some change over the weekend, 2-day tournament. And so he figured out what those bass were chomping on and killed himself a nice big buck earlier in the week too.
Yeah.
So Darren, I wanted to kind of just leave it up to you, and I just want to know what you were doing to catch those fish, and you know it was pretty warm out there, so it wasn't too bad on you either.
No, really nice, really nice. Water was 55 to 57 degrees, and weather was 60 to 65, 68. It was really nice. A little cool Sunday morning, but no, the fish were where they're supposed to be. They were in the backs, all the way in the back, all the way 3 foot to 3 feet deep, and very, very back. And you really needed to see some shad. Early in the morning was a little slow, but as it warmed up a little bit through the day, it got really good. The first day I actually started off throwing buzz baits and spinner baits, and I caught 3 or 4 decent fish, and then I picked up one of these little gems, David Ryan's crankbait.
Hold it up for,
and
I don't know if you guys can see it.
Square bills that he builds. And
was it that color there?
No, it was a little different color, but it was on my rod. I didn't cut it off. But it's just basically the same. It's sexy shad. I'll tell you what the color is. This isn't, but the color I use is sexy shad. Thanks, Hunter. Appreciate it. But but anyhow, you just couldn't burn. These are made to burn, and they're really a summertime bait. This is the coldest water I've ever caught them with this bait. I've caught them on plastics in pretty cold water. These RCs, 1.5s and 2.5s, and they reel a little slower and they're not quite so aggressive walking. These are pretty aggressive, but for some reason they would not bite this plastic bait for me. But I tied on one of these big, and I actually threw the big one. And usually I have to step down to the smaller one this time of year if I want to catch them. But for some reason they wanted the big one. I just happened to have it tied on, and the first fish I caught was 4 pounds. So that kind of dialed me in, and I started just doing that. I just a steady retrieve, and I pulled into a couple creeks just at the right time. It's a timing thing, like spring. Yeah. Spring's always a timing thing. You might fish all day and then pull in spot in an hour to catch them all, and it's kind of that way in the fall. But one thing that one of my competitors, I think it got cool Sunday was 36 degrees, so the water temperature dropped about 8 degrees, and you'd have them fish slap that bait. Yeah. Well, first creek I went to, this is where you got to change a little bit and kind of just think, well, that didn't really, because they'd been swallowing it. I mean, this bait was gone. Well, you'd be reeling by a tree, and all of a sudden you feel one hit it, and you go to jerk, and you just see a big old boil. They just come up there and kind of slap at it, I guess. I don't know how they do it, and I get hooked, but